actual ingredients for us literally have to be made inside stars, and then that star blows up, and then somehow or another it becomes a person.
Mm-hmm. No, we are all inside. If you take a piece of skin and you look at it underneath the electron microscope, you see that everything wobbles. The deeper you go into the core, everything vibrates. It's all about harmonics. Now, we just looked at a piece of skin. If you take a piece of stone and you go at the same core, you see the exact same thing. You cannot distinguish between the two. And that to me is absolutely fascinating, because it means there really is no difference between material that's considered organic and inorganic. One is alive and one is dead. But is it really dead? It's not, because we all consist of the same stuff, or as you said, of star stuff. And that was, an idea that Carl Sagan brought forth. And, what better brain than him to introduce these ideas, because it's crazy.
Yeah, Carl Sagan was an amazing guy. He actually wrote that movie Contact, for the folks who don't even know, which I saw recently and still holds up. Still holds up.
It's an
really
amazing movie.
Solid movie. We that alone, just getting to just the idea of subatomic particles, just the idea of cells and atoms and molecules, just the idea of that is way crazier than the idea of aliens.
Sure, and what's fascinating to me also is that, talking about aliens or other solar systems or actually other galaxies out there, astronomers today astronomers have suggested that there are more galaxies in the entire universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Now think about that for a moment. It just, that's insane.
We're so nothing. And we're so everything.
And galaxies, and each galaxy has billions of solar systems. Each galaxy. And there's more galaxies than sand, grains of sand.
And then the ultimate mindfuck. The ultimate mindfuck is that they now believe that inside every black hole is another universe. That a black hole is literally a dimensional door, something where if you pass through that, you will literally go into a new fucking universe. And there's hundreds of billions of them, because each solar system, at the center of every galaxy, is a supermassive black hole that's exactly 1/2 of 1% of the entire mass of the galaxy. This is something they figured out in the early 2000s. They didn't know. I mean, they didn't know that. There was a bunch of people that knew that black holes were, around, but to know that they're in the center of every single galaxy, and that it's directly proportionate to the size of the galaxy, the mass of the black hole. And the latest idea being that if you went through that black hole, that black hole literally would bring you into another universe that may or may not be anything like this. It may be It may be that what we're seeing is just like some sort of an operating system that runs over reality, and that we're not just existing in even one universe as a person. Like, when I say that you can change your life? If you change your direction, you can change your life. Maybe you actually can for real. Maybe every time you make a decision, every second of every day, a new universe is created with a different set of probabilities and possibilities. And it all operates inside of the operating system that you've chosen to accept. Western civilization, America, 2012, Giorgio Tsoukalos with his crazy hair, Joe Rogan with no hair, on computers talking. You know what I'm saying? But what you actually are might be this piece of the universe that's expressing itself through different forms over and over again throughout time. Like you are this eternal thing that's a part of this massive thing that's too big for you to possibly understand. So your job is just to try to go along in this path you're doing and create energy. See if you can figure out what's the best way to get the good feelings. What's the best way to have the best time? What's the best way to spread but what you're doing is you're like a harvester of energy, and that it's just done through this body and this life, and that it's going on everywhere, all around you, all the time, and you literally are the universe.
Right. And then after having said all of this, which was absolutely beautiful, there's still people out there who will say we are alone in the universe.
Those people are silly bitches. That's just